give me time to explain. Women in fast cars and diamond rings could poison a rap star. I saw birds flying through a broken sky. Wish I could flap wings and fly away to where black kings in Ghana stay, so I can get over. But that'll be the day when it's peace, when I don't need to, when these streets are safe to play. Vision my own, swimming in, play with, like the exorcist that they gave. I beg for God's help.
It's the NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sidelines. We've got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Detroit Pistons. He'll be the Nets off the tip. Here's Simons. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. George, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
To the middle. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, and Ball is an incredibly gifted passer. Just excels at getting his guys going.
That one misses for Robinson. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He's looking for his guys to put up a terrific performance tonight, especially at the defensive end. He said, we want to use our length and athleticism to protect the rim and make it hard for shooters to get clean looks. This is the first meeting of the season between these two guys. We'll see how it comes out.
Thank you, David. Obviously, they feel that's the strategy that will earn them the W.
And Kevin, when you're disruptive defensively, especially early on.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, my. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. For the Pistons, it's been a slow start here. 9-point game. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Edwards, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
Edwards can't hit.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
And looking at the Pistons' recent performance, Greg, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Hits the three-point bomb.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Tate. And Tate throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
In the corner, Tate with it. Back to George. Pass to Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
First personal foul. Team 7. Substitution on the floor.
Vassell with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Nesmith. Rebound by Smith. Nets leading by 9. Here's Simon.
Have mercy.
Wow.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Pass to Hayward. Back to Simons. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? Morris outside. In the corner, it's Bridges. And here's Wall outside. Offensive rebound.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Pass to Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Detroit on D. They trail by 9 points. Here's Gabriel. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Here's Vassell. They grab their own miss. To the right side. Braun. Can't connect from long distance. Beverly for 3. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for the Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Here comes the ball, Detroit. It's the Pistons dancer.
Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets. Pistons trail by 13. It's stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Nets. Bridges leading the charge.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact.
Here's Robinson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A break in the era of positionless basketball. Mitchell Robinson is an old school center, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
One of the best passing bigs in the league. You can run your offense through Sabonis. He makes great decisions.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently, and I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. And the Nets, another 3.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. The shot's good from Smith.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Here's Robinson. Good work defensively by Smith. Nets leading by 20. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Ball no good. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks.
And what you love about Hayward, the all-around ability. Scores, facilitates, rebounds, and does so with consistency.
And Randle throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Drives to the hoop. Back to Simons. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Sabonis. And the 3 off target. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first.